Hello everyone, welcome back to Inputix. And in today's video, we are doing the passage 2 from Cambridge 16 test 2. So without further ado, let's get started. As usual, we're going to be reading the passage first, the paragraph first, and then we're going to deal with the questions. So I contain multitudes, So multitudes like a lot, yeah, literally a lot. I contain multitudes, we can say multitude of things, yeah. Okay. Wendy Moore reviews Eat Young's book about microbes. Okay. Microbes, most of them bacteria, have populated this planet since long before animal life developed, and they will outlive us. They'll be more than us, yeah? Invisible to the naked eye, like a naked eye cannot really see it. They are ubiquitous. They are everywhere. They're a lot. They live in the soil, air, rocks, and water, and are present within every form of life, from seaweed and coral to dogs and humans. And as Young explains in his utterly absorbing and hugely important book, we mess with them at our peril, yeah? So the word, how do we say, miss with something at peril, yeah, means how can I put it? Like you deal with something in a not cautious way. It might be very dangerous for you to do it, you know. A lot of people think bacteria are not really dangerous, but we deal with them, we mess with them at our peril. Like we do something dangerous to us. Yeah, that's what the writer wanted to mean. Okay, let's continue meaning. Let's continue. So the question is, what point does the writer make about microbes in the first paragraph? They adapt quickly to their environment. There was no information about their adaptation. The risk they pose has been exaggerated, has been said more. Yeah, no, that's not really the case. They are more plentiful in animal life than plant life. Nothing about it. They will continue to exist for longer than human race. That's the point. And the answer is coming from here. They will outlive us. Okay. The answer for the question 14 is coming from here. So we have multiple choice questions, and then we have a uh, summary completion, and then we have yes, no, not given questions. It's more of a part passage 3. Okay. Let's continue. So why should be more tolerant of microbes? And it's possible that using antibacterial. Okay, now I have the idea, and when I come across those information, I'll go back to the passage. Every species has its own colony of microbes called a microbiome, and these microbes vary not only between species but also between individuals and within different parts of each individual. Yeah. What is amazing is that while the number of human cells in the average person is about 30 trillion, the number of microbial ones is higher, about 39 trillion. Yeah. Okay, at best, Young informs us we are only 50% human. Indeed, some scientists even suggest we should think of each species and its microbes as a single unit, dubbed a holobiont. Okay, so the next one. In the second paragraph, the writer is impressed by the fact that something, it came from here, yeah, about the quantity of it. What is amazing is that each species tends to have vastly different microbes. No, that's not the answer. Some parts of the body contain relatively few microbes. No. The average individual has more microbial cells than human ones. Of course, it was what the writer was amazed by because for humans it was 30 trillion. For microbes, that was 39 trillion. Scientists have limited understanding of how microbial cells behave. No information about it. Okay, let's continue. We have fifth paragraph. We'll come back to it when we are in the fifth paragraph. What about being tolerant? Not yet. What about this part? It is possible that using antibacterial products in home fails to have desired effect. Again, no information about it. Let's continue reading. In each human, there are microbes that live only in stomach, the mouth or the armpit, and by and large, like you can say, almost, yeah, they do so peacefully. Like we don't notice them that. So bad microbes are just microbes out of context. Microbes that sit contentedly in the human guts, where there are more microbes than there are stars in the galaxy. Look at this one. Can become deadly if they find their way into the bloodstream. And these communities are constantly changing too. The right hand shares just 1/6 of its microbes with the left hand. And of course, we are surrounded by microbes. Every time we eat, we swallow a million microbes in each gram of food. We're continually swapping microbes with other humans and pets and the world at large. Like at large means in general, yeah? Okay. And no information about this one again. Young's book uh, argues that we should be more tolerant of microbes. Many have beneficial effect, and only a relatively small number lead to something. Again, there's no information. Maybe it's in the coming paragraphs. Let's continue reading. It's a fascinating topic, and Young, at a young British science journalist, is an extraordinary adept guide. Adept is like who's really good at, yeah, who's really good. Writing with lightness and panic. So the word panic means, yeah, style. Okay, I see. He has a knack of explaining complex science in terms of that they're both easy to understand and totally enthralling. Young is on a mission, leading us gently by the hand. He takes us onto the world of microbes, a bizarre alien planet, and a bit to persuade us to love them as much as he does. By the end, we do. Okay. Uh, One, two, three, four. Okay, fifth. For most of human history, we had no idea that microbes existed. The first man to see these extraordinary potent creatures was a Dutch lens maker called Anthony Wien this guy in the 1670s. Using microbes of his own design that could magnify up to 270 times, he examined a drop of water from a nearby lake and found it teeming with tiny creatures he called animalcules. It wasn't until nearly 200 years later that the research of French biologist Louis Pasteur indicated that. Like 200 years ago, this person indicated that some microbes cause disease. It was Pasteur's germ theory that gave bacteria a poor image that endures today. Okay. What is the writer doing in the fifth paragraph? Explaining how a discovery was made. That's actually a good point. Like it. Explain how a discovery was made. Yeah, discovery was made by this guy, and he used a microscope. Yeah, it magnified up to 270 times. He examined a drop of water and all of this. Yeah. So the answer for this question is gonna be A, and the rest are not given or either true, false. Okay, let's not waste time and continue doing the rest of the questions. Young's book argues that we should be more tolerant of microbes. Many have a beneficial effect. Did it say many beneficial effect? Mm-hmm. Only a relatively small number lead to something. Like it's saying a beneficial effect, and the next one should be about something negative, yeah? Okay, solution, no solution. Partnership, no. Destruction, no. Exaggeration, no. Cleanliness, no. Regulations, no. Illness, that's the answer. So the synonym for the word illness was a disease, yeah, if I'm not mistaken, in the passage. It was coming from you cause a disease, yeah. Uh, and then yeah, that's pretty much it. And the next one, let's read the next paragraph. What about this one? Yes, not even questions. Not yet. Okay, let's continue. Young's book is in many ways a play for microbial tolerance. Now we are on the right track. So pointing out that while fewer than 100 species of bacteria bring disease, Many thousands more play a vital role in maintaining our health. The book also acknowledges that our attitude towards bacteria is not a simple one. We tend to see the dangers posed by bacteria, yet at the same time we are sold yogurts and drinks that supposedly nurture friendly bacteria. In reality, says Young, bacteria should not be viewed as either friends or foes, villains or heroes. Instead, we should realize we have a symbiotic relationship. Oh, you see? We have a relationship that can be mutually beneficial or mutually destructive. Okay, and although it is misleading, it's wrong to think that microbes as friendly, we should also stop thinking of them as the enemy. In fact, we should accept that our relationship with microbes is one based on something. Symbiotic is like uh something that is related to one another. It's like solution, no. Partnership, of course, based on partnership. So the answer is B is out and G is out as well. Let's continue. What about this part? Not yet. I think they are in the last paragraphs. What then do these millions of organisms do? The answer is pretty much everything. Okay. Uh-huh. New research is now unraveling, yeah, revealing the ways in which bacteria aid digestion like ovqat hazm bo'lishi, yeah, regulate our immune systems, control our immune system, eliminate toxins, like destroy, let's say, kill toxins, produce vitamins, affect our behavior, and even combat obesity, solve obesity. They actually help us become who we are, says Young. But we are facing a growing problem. Our obsession with hygiene, our overuse of antibiotics, and our unhealthy low-fiber diets are disrupting the bacterial balance and may be responsible for soaring rates, increasing rates of allergies and immune problems, such as inflammatory bowel disease. Okay, let's go through this one. New research shows that microbes have now numerous benefits for humans. Amongst other things, they aid digestion, remove poisons, produce vitamins, and may even help reduce obesity. However, there's a growing problem. Our poor solution, no. Destruction, no. Exaggeration, no. Cleanliness, no. I think, yeah. Regulations, no. Nutrition, no. I'm missing something. Let me come back. Our poor something, there should be a negative something. Okay. Our obsession with hygiene, excessive focus on that's cleanliness. Okay, that's hygiene. That's the E. Okay. What about 2019? New research is unraveling ways in which bacteria aid digestion. Okay. Our poor regulations and overuse. There's bacterial balance may be responsible for certain rates of allergies, such as inflammatory bowel disease. So, solution, and I mean, that's not the case. Destruction, no. Exaggeration, no. Regulations, no. Nutrition. Yes, the answer is nutrition. So let me explain why the answer, that's not, that's H actually. So why the answer is nutrition? Low fiber diet is poor nutrition. That's the point. And overuse of antibiotics and hygiene is hygiene, and that's cleanliness. So we are done with the summary completion and multiple choice questions, and we're now only left with these yes or no given questions. Let's quickly go through them. The most recent research actually turns accepted norms upside down, yeah? So the things that we thought were true in the past are not really true now. The sentence is saying this, okay? For example, there are studies indicating that excessive use of household detergents, antibacterial products, actually destroys the microbes that normally keep the more dangerous germs at bay. So other studies show that keeping a dog as a pet gives children early exposure to a diverse range of bacteria, which may help protect them against allergies later. Okay, the answer for the first question. It is possible that using antibacterial products in the home fails to have desired effects. The answer for the question 21 is yes, and let me explain why the answer is yes. So basically, it's saying there are studies indicating that excessive use of household detergents, antibiotic products, yeah, and antibiotic products here, and actually destroys the microbes. Mikroblarni yo'q qo'rarkan, qaysiki odatda yomonroqlarini tashqarida saqlab turadi. Okay? Shuni aytmoqchi bu yerda. Biz foydalanadigan antibakterial produktlar, o'sha gigiyenaga mos bo'lgan produktlar mikroblarni chiqarib yuborarkan, yo'q qilib qaysiki dangerous'larini ushlab turadigan. Ularni kirgizmay turadi, okay? Shunaqa ma'noda kelyapti bu yerda. Fails to have desired effect degani, ular o'ylaydi, что biz mikroblarni yo'q qilib deb o'ylaydi, lekin ular mikroblarni yo'q qilyapti va dangerous'larni ushlab turadi, mikroblarni yo'q qilyapti. That's the point of the question 21. It's a good idea to ensure the children come into contact with as few bacteria as possible. That's actually false. Now let me explain why false. It's coming from the last sentence. Other studies show that keeping a dog as a pet gives children early exposure to a diverse range of bacteria. Agar bola yoshligidan kuchli boqib keladigan bo'lsa, unda bakteriya ko'proq bo'ladi, which may help protect them against allergies later. Va buni foydasi keyinroq allergiyalarga qarshi himoya qiladi. Bu nima deyapti bizda? Uh, Allergiya bilan iloji boricha kamroq kontaktda bo'lish kerak, unga yaqinlashish kerak emas deyapti. Shuning uchun the answer is false. Let's continue. The readers of Young's books must be prepared for a decidedly and glamorous world. Decidedly is like undoubtedly, yeah, not beautiful, like strange world. Among the less appealing case studies, and one about a fungus that is wiping out the entire population of frogs, and that can be helped by a rare microbial bacterium. So there is one fungus that is killing the entire population of frogs, and it can only be solved by a rare microbial bacterium. That's a good point. Okay, another is about squid that carry luminescent bacteria that protect them against predators. However, if you can overcome your distaste for some of the investigations, the reasons for Young's enthusiasm become clear. The microbial world is a place of wonder. Already, in an attempt to stop mosquitoes spreading dengue fever, a disease that infects 40 million people a year. Mosquitoes are being loaded with the bacterium to block the disease. That's actually a good idea. In the future, our ability to manipulate the microbes means we could construct buildings with the useful microbes built into their walls to fight off infections. Just imagine a neonatal hospital ward coated in a specially mixed cocktail of microbes so that babies get the best start in life. Okay. I think I'm going to have 4 answers from it. So, Young's book contains more case studies, I think, than are necessary. Like, it didn't really give any information about the comparison. The answer is not given. Next one, the case study about bacteria that prevent cichlids from being attacked may have limited appeal. That's actually yes, and the answer, the why is yes, was this one. Among the less appealing case studies, yeah, less appealing, like less interesting. Fungus. And the next one was about squids, yeah, they are those not appealing ones. It means they have limited appeal. Efforts to control dengue fever have been surprisingly successful. No, that's narrowly given. There was no information about how and why it was successful. Microbes that reduce the risk of infection have already been put inside the walls of some hospital wards. No, they are actually intended to be done in the future. They are in the process, yeah. Okay, we're done with all the questions. Yeah, thank you for watching the video, and see you all in our next videos.